When we teach scripture, when we teach the Bible, it's not just about what we know with our minds or what we feel in our hearts, but it's also what we do with our hands.
Integrating some really important material in the intersection of faith and work, to some degree as well, human flourishing and economics.
We found the whole life discipleship approach to just be life-giving. I mean, it's the good news of the gospel, after all.
It's given us new eyes to approach things in, honestly, almost every single one of our courses.
From my theology classes to Bible classes to spiritual formation to pastoral preparation, it's everywhere. It's a whole life thing.
The idea of whole life discipleship and work has impacted the institution in a whole new degree program.
We have reconfigured the master's degrees in MDiv at our school so that the spine are 4 courses that each deal with whole life discipleship.
It's a value that we have inculcated across all our classes, including our chapels.
We have a lot of classes that have been influenced by these themes at this point.
Our program Introduction Seminar, that's actually one of the first courses students take. They get introduced to a theology of work.
Our entire curriculum now has material pertaining to money and stewardship and all sorts of issues built into every single discipline.
I currently teach a class called Vocational Discipleship, where the students are encouraged to enter into the workplace.
They actually shadow somebody who's in the marketplace, who's integrating their faith.
And by being with these business leaders who are doing that, they're able to see that work is meaningful, that work is powerful.
And so I get to see the light bulbs go off. Sometimes you're sitting in the classroom and as I'm lecturing or teaching or they're asking questions, I begin to see the ideas connect in their own minds.
This also provides a lot more meaning, a lot more substance to our mentorship.
How students are mentored, not simply by a faculty member, not simply by a pastor, but also by somebody who's doing ordinary work.
We started a social entrepreneurship business competition whereby students were encouraged to develop a business plan to address a social concern as well as create a profit.
But there's also an implicit curriculum that happens outside the classroom with the staff members that they're interacting with and the administrators they're interacting with.
They don't have this huge chunk that's sitting off here on the side, disconnected and unrelated to everything else that they do.
And our efforts, both personally and corporately, are to help our folks understand, our students understand, that the Lord wants them to develop into whole life disciples, but also that this is what they're to give away to their people.
Helps to open their eyes to the fact that they're actually equipping people for ministry. They're not doing the ministry while others sort of look on or join them, but they're equipping people for ministry.
This network and the projects we've been doing have really helped us engage alumni in an even greater way, probably more than any other effort we've done. I mean, we've brought in pastors in the trenches to speak back into what we're doing at the seminary.
A movement is coming together like never before.
This discussion has been extended not only at the local church level, but also across denominational leadership.
And we intentionally invite some faculty from outside the Oikonomia Network.
It's been great because so much of the network is networking. And so I've been able to contribute, but I've learned so much from different colleagues.
Now that we have so many seminaries that are actually in the forefront of the integrating faith and work, then it is a collective effort.
The Oikonomia Network has been able to put to focus what has been on the peripheral for some time.
One of the most exciting things to me that I'm seeing in our students, because we have so many international students, they're taking up the conversation and applying it and contextualizing it in their own place.
It's really been impacted by this whole point of conversation that the Oikonomia Network has started. How do we become kingdom agents wherever we are, however we live?
And ON has really helped us frame the gospel and frame Christian ministry in such a way that it's going to be relevant to them for the rest of their lives.
And they're taking that to the ends of the earth. I mean, it's amazing to see.